Hello and welcome to Blender tutorial 12, in which we're going to look at joining and linking objects through parent and child relationships. So in Blender, if you want to animate characters or multiple objects simultaneously, you need to link objects together. For example, by linking feet to legs or legs to hips, or a head to a neck. Making parent-child relationships is one way to do this effectively. So let's work with our snowman example from the previous modeling tutorial. Children in 3D terms are basically smaller objects that stick to bigger objects. The bigger objects that children stick to are called parents. So in our snowman example, the fingers would stick to the arm, and the arm would stick to the body, and so on. So first let's start with the snowman's head and select all of the objects together by holding down Shift and right-clicking on the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and finally the head. Press the Z key to toggle between shaded, solid, and wireframe view to make sure that you're selecting all of the objects. The rule with parent-child relationships is always select the parent object last. So in this case, the head itself is the parent, so we selected it last. The eyes, nose, and mouth are all children of the head. Press Ctrl and P to open the parent window and choose Set Parent to Object. This links the eyes, the nose, and the mouth to the head. They're still all separate objects, but now they're linked. Next, we're going to make the hat into one single object by joining it together. So if you remember when we modeled the hat a few weeks ago, the top part and the base were modeled as separate objects using the cylinder. So select the top part of the hat and then shift right click the bottom part to select it too. Press Ctrl and J to join the two meshes together into one new object. Joining is very different from parent-child linking. Joining actually creates a new object by merging the two old ones together. So select the hat and then the head by shift right clicking. Press Ctrl and P and then choose Set Parent to Object to make the hat a child of the head as well. Next, follow the same process to make the fingers children of the arms. Select each finger and then the arm last by shift right clicking. Press Ctrl and P and link them all together. Do the same for the other fingers and arm. Once both sets of fingers are linked to the arms, we're going to link the arms to the body. In the same way, select the arms, the buttons, and then the body, and press Ctrl and P to link them all with the body as the parent. This makes the fingers into grandchildren of the body. The fingers are children of the arms, and the arms are children of the body, so the fingers are the body's grandchildren. It sounds quite complicated, and it can get complicated pretty quickly, but it's easy to understand if you think of it in terms of your own family or a family tree. If you move the body, the buttons, arms, and the fingers will move with it as well. This is particularly useful if you want to animate the body and have the arms move with it without having to animate all of the objects separately one by one. Next, we're going to make the head a child of the middle part of the body. And then we're going to make the middle body a child of the base body, or the part of the body at the bottom. If you ever make a mistake with parent-child linking, for example, by linking the wrong object to another object or making the wrong object the parent or the child, you can remove the relationship by pressing Alt-P, which will clear the parent-child relationship for you on the selected objects. In our snowman, the base body is now at the top of the hierarchy. Everything else is a child or grandchild or a further descendant of it. But still, each object can be moved independently. If we rotate the head, only its children move with it. In other words, the eyes, the mouth and the nose. But if we rotate the base body, everything moves. There's a slight problem that you'll come across that we have actually encountered here with the arms. The point of origin of the arms is in their center, but we want them to move from the end that is joined to the body, not the center. So it should act like a shoulder joint in a skeleton. Place the 3D cursor where you want the rotation point to be by left-clicking in front view. In the object toolbar, you can press T if you can't see it there. Under the transform heading, choose origin and then origin to 3D cursor. Repeat this process for the other arm as well, and also for the head and neck, and for the middle body, so that they're all joined together in the correct way and at the correct points. Create a short animation of the snowman moving, jumping, or turning his head, maybe waving his arms, or anything else that you'd like to test out your newly linked character. So this has been a short, simple tutorial on joining and linking objects in Blender.